Shalom. You are listening to the Daily Devotional from Truth on the Feivel Joremmanuel channel.
Daily Devotional, Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, is entitled Active Holiness. Have a good listen. May the Lord Jesus bless you. Do you feel your Christian life is stalling despite constant prayers for forgiveness? Being God's child isn't just a status change, it's a radical character transformation. Discover how active holiness turns you from an illegitimate child into a mature heir. Christ's redemptive work has shifted our position from rebels to children. However, this status is merely an entry point for the Father's discipline, ensuring we do not remain as nothos, or illegitimate children. Sanctification involves two aspects: a change in legal status and the provision of potential to live like the Father. Maturing into huios does not happen automatically. It requires an active response and personal obedience to His training so that we may share in God's holiness. Status as a child must be accompanied by a willingness to be disciplined so that we grow into mature and legitimate children before the Father. True sanctification must manifest in concrete actions throughout our lives. The Bible emphasizes that God's calling is not to impurity but to holy living, just as He is holy. This mandate is an obligation for every believer, not for those outside the faith. Therefore, holiness is not a passive state, but an active lifestyle that radiates the essence of God in daily life. Holiness is an active calling for believers to reflect God's character in every aspect of real life. Active holiness is a form of responsible grace where we intentionally cast off sinful character. It is not merely seeking forgiveness for the past, but a conscious effort to narrow the space for future sin. God works to restore His broken image within us, directing us back to the original design. Consequently, our lives become morally and spiritually set apart, possessing an orientation different from the world and projecting perfection like the Father in heaven. Through active holiness, we cooperate with God to restore His image within us and turn away from sinful life patterns. Separating forgiveness from the sanctification process is a fatal error that reduces God to a mere sin cleaner. Without a desire to change, our faith is no better than old pietism that only scratches the surface. The gospel calls us to a complete restoration of glory. As children, we must live in reverence and obedience to the Father, imitating Jesus Christ as the perfect model. To reject this process is to reject the goal of salvation itself, to be conformed to Christ. True salvation encompasses a continuous process of sanctification until we achieve likeness to Christ's character. What tangible changes have you experienced after understanding that holiness requires an active response, not just a status? Write your answer in the comments section. Salvation is not just a ticket to heaven or the erasing of past sins. It is an active call to be disciplined by the Father toward character perfection. Without obedience in sanctification, we fail the ultimate goal of redemption.
Don't forget to subscribe to Feivel Joremmanuel channel. Give this video a thumbs up and share it. That is all for today's daily devotional. See you in our next video. May God bless you.